Alright, so I'm doing a quick video on this Predator 212 Hemi, and I got the governor removed out of there, got it all sealed up there on the top, and I'm going to be working on valve springs. So we're going to be putting in 18-pound valve springs compared to the stock springs, which you can definitely tell a difference in. Alright, now one of the first things you want to do is you want to get your piston top dead center. So you want to get your piston all the way to the top of this head. And you want to get yourself a little piece of rope. I have a piece of shoelace that's stuffed in there right now, but pretty much just so your valves, when you take this all apart, your valves don't fall down into this on top of your piston there. So you want to have this little piece of rope stuffed down in there as much as you can get in there. And when it stops feeding, that means you get enough, and you're okay to start pulling these apart to get your springs. So get that in there, and then we can move on to getting the springs out. Run down on how to do this yourself. So you're gonna have 4 little bolts here, 8mm, on these Hemi engines. You just pop those off, and your valve cover comes right off. And then you have these rockers and these pins here. So you want to put this towel in here so you don't lose your rods. But you're gonna take these little clips off. You can just take it off with a flat blade screwdriver and pull that pin out. I like to take this one, it's easier. You just pull it, and once you get that off, it's gonna look like this. You take this little valve hat off here, and then you take the cover off this little cap thing. You gotta squeeze it through that hole, so you'd be pushing down on this one, get it out of there. And these are the old springs. This is what you'd be taking out, putting the new springs in. And yeah, now to kind of finish putting this one together. So I'm gonna take this, put that in there, all lined up, just like so. Put the little C-clip on there. Sometimes you can't really just push them on. There, just push that one on there. Get a quick look at it. There it is, those two are in place. The rod is in the correct spot. That's all good. Alright, so once you got your rockers back in, your springs out and replaced, you take your shoelace back out, because you won't be needing that anymore. You put your spark plug back in. And once you get your spark plug in, last thing to do is to put your valve cover back on. And you may or may not have to replace your gasket. I do in this case, because it's a little torn in a couple spots. I don't want it to leak, so we're going to replace that. Put our valve cover back on, and that completes the job. So once you get that, you're all set, and you're ready to ride. Thanks for coming and hanging out and watching the video, and we'll see you next time.